Hello, my friends out there on the internet, and welcome back to another video. And today we're going to take a look at another early Activision classic for the Atari 2600. We're looking at a game called Frostbite. And in Frostbite, you're kind of doing like a little bit of a Frogger kind of thing, I guess, where you're going back and forth across the screen. It's just instead of a freeway, you're crossing this, I guess, frozen lake sort of thing. So you don't want to run into those birds like I just did, but you're bouncing from sheet of ice to sheet of ice. And every time you hit one of the ice plates appropriately, you put a brick in the igloo you're building at the top. And then as you see there, when I built my little exit there for the igloo, you go in it and mission successful. You've cleared the level. Now oops, you also don't want to drown, so don't hold the down button too long. But most of the things you see on the screen are hazardous, right? So you saw me got eaten by a bird earlier, but these fish, they're okay. We like fish, so it's okay to eat the, oops, see, I didn't even notice the door was open because it doesn't make a sound or anything like that when it's done. So you just have to look or be aware. The ice bricks are not changing color this time, so it's okay to enter the hut. Now in this level, we have to deal with crabs, so we have to kind of, oh, and look, I'm going to get pushed off by one. So part of this is getting the timing. Ooh, I'm really having to remember the timing in this game. This is a lot harder than I remember because you really have to time the jumps around those different enemies or they're just going to push you right off. Unless, of course, it's the fish, because the fish are okay. I remember first playing this game. I actually did not play this on the Atari 2600. See, now look at this. I'm going to have to take this whole ride over. I believe you can push the button to make the ice blocks flow the other way, but I think you lose a brick on your igloo every time you do that, and so you kind of want to use that sparingly. Fish are good though, so we'll eat lots of fish while we're on our journey. So now, yeah, see, so I hit the, oh, it only changes the flow on the level you're on. That's good to know. But I think you really want to use something like that sparingly. Let's see, doing one was okay because we were able to just kind of bounce right back onto the platform that we were using before, so that didn't make it so bad. But maybe this time if I feel a little more stuck, I can use the button. This is getting close. Ooh, barely, y'all. So I was starting to say a moment ago, I actually did not play this on the Atari 2600 when I was younger. This was something I don't remember playing until this was actually on a retro collection of games that I actually played on one of my first PCs that I had. I don't remember if it was like my 486 PC or something along those lines. It was, you know, one of my early PCs I had in junior high school was probably the first time we were starting to see, you know, the first series of emulators, you know, come out. And, you know, Activision basically sanctioned a collection of their old games that I'm pretty sure came on a series of 3.5 inch floppy disks. And that's how I actually found this game. Oh no! I got eaten by the bear. That's bad. That's bad. Yeah, so it keeps adding more and more monsters in these later levels. And that bear is very bad, as you saw. If you touch the bear, he runs you off the screen and you do not get to stay in the igloo for the night. You would think the clams would be a good thing to get to, but they are very much not. See, that's bad. I shouldn't. Now I'm just wasting bricks. Because by reversing the flow, all I was doing was running parallel. This game also, like many games of its era, had an achievement badge, right? One of the badges you could actually mail in and get a patch for your jacket or whatever you wanted to have to show off your Atari 2600. What am I doing? Oh, wait. Oh. I ran right off the edge. No. But I believe the achievement number is 40,000 points. This bear makes it a lot more difficult. to get to where you want to go. Okay, there we go. There we go. He ran the other way for a minute. Yeah, and I'm barely getting 10,000 points here. 40,000 is going to be something if I can get that. I feel like these levels where the bricks expand and contract aren't as bad as they look. Oh, I'm screwed. You can hide on the left side. That's actually in the manual, like a little letter from the developer or whatever. Steve Cartwright, by the way, was the person that wrote this game. He had done Barnstorming, which was pretty big on the Atari 2600. But in his little tip guide, or whatever you want to call it, he actually says that if you go all the way to the left, dang, the bear can't get you. Look at that. Boy, I'm really rusty on this game. I feel like I used to be a lot better at it. And 40,000 points seems like a long way away. But you know what? I did better that run through than I did the first run through. So let's see if I can beat 13,000 points this time. Let's see what happens. It kind of gives like Big Frogger vibes, right? Or maybe even a little bit like... I'm trying to think of other jumpy games, maybe like a Cubert or something like that in those days. But I actually think the way, you know, now that I'm playing this again for the first time in a very long time, I think the patterns of how these guys really like just kind of push you off. And there's so many things you have to dodge and kind of think ahead, be able to read the patterns in advance. I actually think in some ways is harder than Frogger. Frogger's just chaotic. Cue my later Frogger playthrough that I'll get around to eventually, and I'll get absolutely destroyed in it. And I'll be like, remember when I said that this was easier than Frostbite? Boy, was I wrong. So I don't want to go out of my way to get too many fish, but I mean, I should get those bonus points wherever I can, right? Okay, so far so good. All right, here's that mean old bear. So those diagonal jumps are coming in clutch because you can kind of use those to jump around. So now we're just going to book it because we know the house. So what I did there, the house was about done. So I was like, I'm just going to outrun that stupid bear. All right. Nope, we're screwed. See, you have to be able to read that type of stuff in advance. It's interesting, though, that you do get to start. It doesn't make you start the whole level over again. See, that's maybe where I should use the flow to go a different way to kind of avoid the bird, too, even if it costs me a brick. I lost 3 lives just like that. And just like that, Frostbite guy died. Actually, I think his name is Frostbite Bailey. I think is the character's name that you control in this game. Okay, fish, yes. Fish are friends because they are food. Not the crabs. Oh, this is not good. Oh, but look at me hiding out on the left. I'm using the developer trick. I tried using the developer trick, and it didn't quite pan out as well as I hoped. Okay, good. Fish saved the day. Let's see if we can fake out the bear. We did it. And look, progress. We're learning. That's what these old Atari 2600 games are about. You got to learn a little bit each go around. How to do things a little better than you might have done them before. Of course, I say that and then promptly get unalived by jumping into water because I had nowhere else to go. Can we break 20K? Can we break 20K? Maybe, 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 maybe. Oh, can I outrun the bear? Can I outrun the bear? I did it! And we broke 20K. Ooh, okay. All right, I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better. Getting a little achievement every time my score gets a little higher. Love to see it. I noticed when the bricks, when the ice plates spread out, it's not as scary as it looks. It's when they're together, I think that you have to be a little more precise. Ooh. Okay, we should be able to get the last one here. Oh no! Of course, I say that and then promptly do a fuck up that gets me killed. Oh, I don't even know what I did there, but I'm gonna take it. Oh, so close, so close, so close. Okay, we have one more life left, right? Yeah. I don't know what I did there, but we're gonna accept that as just a gift. Woo! Okay. Oh, if we get to 30K, I think we'll get one more bonus life. Okay, this is the safe one because that's the fish row. Good, except we missed our chance down here. Okay, okay. Oop. Not today, giant enemy crab. Not today. Oh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh, he chased me. I was trying to run to the safe spot. Didn't quite make it. Didn't quite make it. That's okay. Okay, we're safe here. Fish keep us safe. Fish keep us safe. Oh, no! See, I tried to get in the igloo right at the last minute. Oh, man, I probably could have had a good enough bonus. I would have almost got to 40K right there. Shucks. All right. But again, it's just that repetition. Got to learn a little more. Learn what works. Learn what doesn't. These early Atari games had these game loops that you just kind of had to learn the ins and outs of and get the reaction times, that hand-eye coordination built up, and eventually you'd get it. Now, I will point out there are multiple game modes in this game, so you actually can play it with 2 players, but there is an advanced mode in this game. I believe all the advanced mode is that you start the game on level 5. That's really all it is. I don't think it gives you much more than that. But obviously, the higher you're going up in rounds, the more points you're getting for everything you're doing. So it is a way to kind of start your game with a little bit of a boost. But, I mean, I don't know. I kind of think those early rounds are actually kind of helpful in building up your score and helping you get extra lives. Ooh, okay. That diagonal jump. Very important. Very important. All right. Up, up. I should have done another diagonal jump there. I don't know what that achievement was I just popped. It must have been... I must have lost a life on level 5 last time to the bear or something, and that time I probably got a point for clearing it without losing a life. I was going to say, I think that's going to finish the igloo. We got to fake out this bear. We did it. Okay. Doing a lot of diagonal jumps to try to cover a lot of ground and not hit enemies on our way. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh, I should have just jumped up so I could jump around. Sometimes I realize it just a second too late. All right, we did it. Lots of bonus points, at least. Because you get a bonus for every second left on the timer. Obviously, this game is called Frostbite because it has that, you know, kind of polar theme going with it. And part of that polar theme is the temperature that's counting down at the top. And that essentially serves as the timer you have for the round. Oh, all right. We got around the bear very easy that time. Okay. All right. Ooh, level 8 boss. I guess there must be a lot of little achievements for clearing games on levels without losing a life, which I won't get there. Again, if you're curious what that is all about, that's the Retro Achievements plugin. It just helps incentivize a little bit me playing some old games and building up this collection. Oh, I was hitting up and right, and it didn't quite take on the joystick. Nice excuse, Rob, right? Okay. But yeah, the achievements just help to kind of incentivize and track some of the accomplishments I've had in these old games. Or lack thereof, I will be the first to admit. Shucks. I didn't realize I was going to be jumping right onto a bird, but I should have saw that pattern too. Yeah, those diagonal jumps. I got to keep practicing and work with more of those, that's for sure. Except not diagonal jump into the lake. That would be a pro tip from me to you. Do not... What could I do? It's going to be that or the clam. Do not diagonal jump into the lake unless it's going to be you or the clam. Ooh, we're getting close. If we could beat one more round, we might break that 40K. Gonna get that patch for my jacket. Woo. Okay. Can we... Oh, I don't know how we do... Oh, no! I walked into the drink. Okay, but that's okay, because we're going to get a full timer. And all we have to do is distract the bear with lots of diagonal jumps. Woo! We did it! 40,000. Give me my badge, Activision. Dear Activision, here is a Polaroid of me playing this game and getting my 40,000 score. I guess I didn't think starting in advanced would help us that much, but maybe that was the trick. Now watch, I'm gonna snowball in terribleness because now I'm like, well, I got my patch. We're good. I swear I'm still trying. It's just the game is getting a lot harder. All right. Here we go. What's better than 40,000? 50,000. In my mind, I was jumping down into the right. In my mind, I was trying to use the psychic controller in my brain. Man, when these birds start coming fast. Apparently, if you get a high score that's good enough, you actually... Well, we won't be seeing that today. You actually get little fish counters that actually show you've gotten such a high score. Now you're getting these fish counters and going into these higher bonus levels. But you know what? I got my 40K. I got my patch. We got a trip down memory lane. This much more challenging than it might look at first game. So again, that was Frostbite, Activision by Steve Cartwright, who did Barnstorming and a few other Activision classics of the 2600 days. And yeah, it was a fun one. I mean, that's one you could really just sit, like a lot of Atari 2600 games, you could just kind of burn the night away just doing that game loop over and over and over again. And it's addicting because notice how my score was getting a little better every time. If I had another few hours to go, I might actually get one of those fish icons, but maybe in a future video. Now, I don't know what is he doing here in the demo loop? He's cheating because that bear's doing nothing. Hacks. Cheats. The computer's cheating. Isn't that the case of every 80s game and 90s game and 2000s game? The computer is cheating. All right. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate y'all being here. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.